Well, hey, you're here! You made it! Hurrah! And where is here, you may ask? This is, of course, the MindGriller Server, and I'm Gravity, and this is Cow. And where precisely are we on the MindGriller Server, you may also ask? Now, also a good question. We are, of course, where we left off in our last spine-tingling episode. And where is that precisely? Who's to say? Now we, and by that I refer to Cow and I, have quite some things to do today, as evidenced by our enormous to-do list. In between episodes, Cow was quite busy installing Hydream 1 and updating Depth Flow and Comfy UI. We have opted not to install WAN 2.1 base because, well, in a word, Aliwawa. Would you trust your operating system and everything you do or have done on said operating system to the sellers of counterfeit branded electronics at suspiciously low prices? Or fake security devices and certificates with generic or misspelled antivirus names? Pirated/unlicensed software, anyone? How about cracked versions of popular security utility software, examples Kaspersky Crack or Avast Keygen, which I am told can contain Trojan spyware or ransomware? I have no first-hand or hoof knowledge of these rumored claims, mind you, and of that Cow and I are, shall we say, relieved that none of that is the case. Now, I forgot to mention, Cow also upgraded our editing suite to Resolve 20. Now, geez Louise, version 20, that's quite something. Now, the most retentive viewers of this channel will know that on April 1st, also known as April Fool's Day in the year of our Lord 2013, Mojang announced the release of Minecraft 2.0. Now, I've been told math on YouTube is quite dangerous. According to me, that's 18 versions less than those of Resolve. But Minecraft 2.0, of which we now speak, was an April Fool's joke. Mojang had in fact claimed that it was a new version in development for over 2 years. Now, perhaps a convincing fib. In so speaking, now Cow and I have arrived on the vast, luxurious marble balcony of this one-time glamorous hotel here in what reminds Cow and I of the Swiss Alps. The absence of yodeling notwithstanding. Now, OG hotels are a favorite haunt of Cow and I, inasmuch as, insofar as, and under Stabova, we do enjoy rummaging through the metaphorical past of complete strangers and their barrels. Speaking of barrels, monkeys, and Mojang's April Fool's Day dad joke, this special version of Minecraft, of which I speak, was only for special people, mind you. The non-factual announcement included a humorous changelog with mostly fake or absurd features, like the Ethos Lab, and a diamond chicken, a pink wither, and a genetic abomination. Plug your ears, Cow! Something called a horse cow. This mob was so disturbing that Cow and I have nightmares of it to this day. Okay, Cow, you can unplug your ears now. Now, although it was intended as a prank, some features from this joke version were later in fact added to the real game, like coal blocks and tinted glass. Now, if only Cow and I knew some sort of celebrity personage who had back in 2013 received said joke Minecraft 2.0. Spoiler! No. Anywho. Now, the faded glamour and pseudo-permanence of this once luxury hotel is quite attractive to Cow and I. I am a bit curious if there are rooms available for we two to check into. Now, it appears that the doorman, porters, bellhops, and bellmen are on break, which is quite convenient because Cow and I do traditionally barge into places like we own them, which is in fact, I will say, our usual modus operandi. Now, hey, wow, look at this place. Now the red carpet is a bit threadbare. And these two guys at the hotel desk don't look exactly welcoming. Now, Cow, I don't like to mention it, but we are a bit, shall we say, we are our own, now, Cow, we're broke. I hope you're not disappointed in me. Now, Cow, we do have options. Are you ready? Option number 1, we could check in and then skip out on the bill, Judy Garland and Liza Minnelli style. Or option 2, when found out, we could offer to wash dishes forevermore. Or 3, we could just wander around like we are uncertain whether this place is in fact up to our lofty standards. Now, Cow and I do also enjoy play acting as Eurotrash. Now, Cow, you will periodically turn your nose up at the sight of this or that. That will, of course, give the appropriate air of importance to our personages. Such as they are. Now, Cow, the upstairs hallway does contain a faint waft of what is patchouli and faded desperation, mixed in with a little bit of old boot. Now, Cow, the closer I look to this furniture, I believe there is a sofa by Marcel Brewer, and perhaps that coffee table is by Lily Reich, who I will have you know is a significant but under-recognized designer of the Weimar period. She, of whom we are now speaking, collaborated closely with Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. Now, look here, Wilhelm Wagenfeld. And some Joseph Albers nesting tables. That's quite exciting. Now, Cow, we are lucky to be inside here. The outside looks quite dangerous. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this current biome is the Pale Gardens. Luckily for Cow and I, we've not yet run into this creepy creaking guy, which I find no purpose for an introduction, because now I believe I will here have to break the fourth wall, if I may, insofar as I will have to mention something which neither Cow nor I have revealed to anyone, and perhaps not even to each other. And that is, are you ready? Are you excited? I'm excited. Cow and I do enjoy the reveal of an authentic secret. Now, it is our understanding that when one meets a the freakishly freaking mob in the Pale Forest, which appears only at night without an invitation, mind you, that by poking him, you will get a tree nearby to produce between 1 and 3 resin clumps, providing it is still nighttime and there is still a place for said clumps to form. And here I speak of said ghastly clumps, which can be combined to create resin bricks. And therein lies the crux of the aesthetic crime / abomination / optical offense / affront to our very eyeballs, not to say our respective beings. Said resin blocks of which I speak are in fact the least attractive, most tastelessly curious, and the most downright Lala-Ree's bag dress of Minecraft blocks. I said it! I take it back. Now I said it! Perhaps it's too late. It is, in my humble opinion, and that of Cow, mind you, and he stands for hours in his own waste without hesitation. That said block is to be shunned, ghosted, and sent without a map to Siberia, never to be encountered by aesthetically conscious beings such as we two ever again. Which is a perfect lead-in to remind me that it's time to thank this very episode's kind sponsor, Reeve's Cookie Cutter Clumps. Reeve's Cookie Cutter Clumps, resin-free since 2023. Now, this reminds me, speaking once again about Minecraft 2.0, that I'm sure the most retentive viewers among you have seen and will remember seeing this image. Now, there is mention of Minecraft 2, and what I will assume is the pejorative term boomer. That being said, just because I said it, I don't think this guy has the rights to the word Minecraft, or perhaps even the number 2. But what do I know about trademark law, copyright law, patent law, trade name / trade dress law, contract law, and IP agreements expertise, and / unrestricted international intellectual property law? Now we, and by that I do mean Cow, the viewers of this channel, and that means both of you and I are perhaps more familiar with Minecraft YouTubers than the rules and laws governing its very existence. Amongst these Minecraft YouTubers of whom I speak exists a subset, who I will assert here are they who aggressively feign incompetence. Look how obviously pants I am at this game, which I have been playing for a decade and a half. Now, this ploy I would propose to you, plural, is more than just a trope. Don't think of me critically, and let us say 40% personal effort displayed in the making of my Minecraft videos. Let us consider for just one moment that this is in fact a humble brag of sorts. Look, I have hundreds of thousands of views, and I am really not trying, and I've convinced my viewership that I cannot play well, and yet they, the viewers, keep coming back for more. Therefore, they must be coming from my irresistible personality, of which I invest only, let us say, a nominal effort. Now, I have a feeling you know of whom. What is the plural of whom? I would guess that it would also be whom, but what do I know? I am not good at these things. I am, in fact, evidently useless, as evidenced by this very sentence. But this, of course, means you are less than I, because you are enamored with my contrived content despite my obvious and purposeful incompetencies. Anywho, I wonder what the one of whom I speak is up to this very week. I am guessing an extended holiday. Just a guess, but I have a strong feeling, and Cow and I do not gamble, that I am in fact spot on this one. Oh, and before we collectively move on, I will point to one other pointy point of interest. And here I refer to what Cow and I perceive to be a concerted effort to convince we, the viewers of said aforementioned content, that the creator of said content is in fact now a builder. This assertion has been repeatedly repeated ad nauseum, mind you. That just as Cow, whilst looking at a structure with no back, interior, roof, or alternate side, and containing a rudimentary free zone of not trying too hard. Now, Minecraft is a sandbox game, and I would propose to you, plural, that there is no correct way to play it. And also, and in addition to, let us collectively maintain our footing when gale force winds of manipulation attempt to cloud our collective perceptions. Now, speaking of which, in between spine-tingling GravityFiller episodes, Cow and I watched a video recommended to us by YouTube's all-powerful and all-knowing algorithm entitled Bungie Rocked by Marathon Plagiarism Scandal, quote, morale is in freefall, end quote, pipe this week in video games. It was uploaded about a week ago by Skill Up. Now, I have no idea, I can't vouch for them. In said video, things were said, and before your collective eyes glaze over, I will condense the facts for you, plural, as I did for Cow herewith. Are you excited? I'm excited. Number 1, there exists a gaming studio called Bungie. Number 2, they make a game called Marathon. Number 3, they have been caught stealing the work of independent artists and designers 4 times now. 4, the tagline for the Marathon game is Escape will make me God. Number 5, in a live stream promoted said Marathon game, participants in the chat spammed in a reportedly relentless manner, as if there was any other sort of spamming, quote, colon, and here I kid you not, colon, plagiarism will make me God. Now, Cow and I found it very funny that the spam, not the soulless chronic theft of unpaid artist artworks by a gaming studio acquired by Sony Interactive Entertainment in the year of our Lord 2022 for an ungodly amount of $3.6 billion. Knowing also their solid lipstick response to being caught again. Now is 4P the word? Oh, no. And finally, number 7, the purported purpose of said live stream was to show off the new trailers for the game. But fears of more stolen content being discovered prevented such a show and tell. Now, Cal, I will say, if I may, without any Goonie-esque intent, that I believe it is time to blow this popsicle stand. I imagine it might be possible to exit in the manner in which we arrived. No. Speaking of expansive balconies, which I just was, I will expand briefly upon the well-trodden episodic topics of this very episode, which normally I would leave up to you, the most retentive viewers of this channel, to connect meaning-laced red yarn lines between said, suspects. But since I am feeling quite generous, just this once, let us momentarily review said recent and recently significant moments. Let us see. 1, there was Juan 2.0, which we do not want. And then there was 2, the celebrity-only April Fool's hoax version of Minecraft called Minecraft 2.0, followed closely by 3, the travesty, which is resin blocks, and then came an all-important word from our sponsors, which preceded 4, wherein he who shall not be named, who himself threatened to create his version of Minecraft 2.0, comma boomer. And then there was number 5, where we dirty the soles of our feet in the squishy topic of self-determined pants celebrity Minecraft players / personalities. And with number 6, finally we landed boots deep in the sludge, which is Bungie and their unfortunate place in our collective consciousness. And what do these topics, we're calling them now, seemingly unrelated touchstones have in common, you may ask? Good question. Cow and I would gladly bear it all. In a spoiler-induced rapture of told-you-so-ness, but perhaps I will leave this up to you, plural. Since, due to Cow's bone-chilling separation anxiety, sadly, it's time to say our goodbyes. Goodbye, so long, see you later. Toad scenes, toad so.